Kenny's here.
Group, sir.
Good morning, Commissioner Group. This is Commissioner Kenny.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Bill. How are you?
Good morning, Commissioners Roop and Kinney. This is Sylvie.
Hello, Mr.
Good
Chairman.
morning, guys. I'm doing great. Are you guys all well?
Yeah, everyone is well.
Doing fine.
I see our friend Lacey lost, huh?
Yeah, very interesting.
That was interesting.
They've had that seat for 50, 52, 53 years, something like that.
Holzman.
Yeah.
What I thought was really interesting was that most of his team, on lower ballot races, they all won. You would think that if he was going to lose, that some of those people would lose as well.
Yeah, Maida said, but she's been running for 2 straight years. She ran against him last year, or 2 years ago.
Gotcha.
Mr. Chairman, do you hear me checking?
Yes, I did. So we're just waiting on Commissioner Coleman, and we will go at 10:15 if we're all here.
Maida Coleman is here.
All right. Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
We were just talking about how surprised we all were at Congressman Clay's loss last night.
Some people are. I think he's probably the most surprised. But if you ride around my neighborhood, you wouldn't be surprised. I think I've said this to a couple people. When Lacey lost 2 years ago, he turned around and headed back to Washington D.C. and Cori Bush kept campaigning, and so she's been in campaign mode for the past 2 years nonstop, and I think he underestimated that that name that's kept his family in office for 52 years wasn't going to work this time. Okay.
It's
a new day.
It definitely is. All right. Well, all commissioners are in attendance. It is now 10:15, so we will go ahead and get started. Call this agenda meeting to order. Again, due to COVID-19, we're conducting agendas via WebEx for the foreseeable future. Would ask those participating on the call to please mute your phone unless you need to speak. And there will be a closed litigation item at the end of today's agenda. So we've got 4 reports and orders, then we'll do scheduling, and then we will go into closed items for closed for litigation. So first up is to approve the minutes from July 29th, 2020. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of approving the minutes from July 29th, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Those minutes are approved.
Aye.
Those minutes are approved 5-0. Tariffs and new orders. Again, we have 4 today. So the first one is file number EA 2019-0010. This is in the matter of the application of the Empire District Electric Company for certificates of convenience and necessity related to wind generation facilities. Last summer, the commission approved a stipulation and agreement concerning wildlife issues around Empire's wind farm. In May of this year, the Missouri Department of Conservation filed a motion requesting that paragraph 9 of Appendix A to that agreement be deleted. The Department of Conservation indicated that it had reached out to council and to the other parties in the case about this request, including Empire, and none of the other parties objected. So paragraph 9 was initially proposed by the Department of Conservation to have Empire conduct a traffic count survey at the Providence Prairie Conservation Area. So this order modifies the stipulation and agreement concerning wildlife issues by removing paragraph 9 of Appendix A, and I recommend that we approve the order as drafted version 1. Commissioner Kinney?
I support the order.
Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting the order as well.
Commissioner Coleman?
I'm in support.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Next up, file number EO 2020-0227 and EO 2020-0228. This is in the matter of the second prudence review of the Missouri Energy Efficiency Investment Act Cycle 2 Energy Efficiency Programs of Evergy Metro, DBA Evergy Missouri Metro. Well, this is an order consolidating the two cases and setting a procedural schedule. Now, there were alternative proposed schedules submitted by the parties with differences in the rounds of testimony. So this order adopts a compromise with 3 rounds of testimony being available to the parties, starting with staff and OPC, given the opportunity to submit direct. The order also sets a 2-day evidentiary hearing, which is currently via WebEx for now, beginning on November 5th. So I recommend that we support the order as drafted version 3. Commissioner Kinney?
I am in support of the order.
And Commissioner Roop?
I am supporting the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is also approved 5-0. Next up, file number EO 2018-0211. This is in the matter of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren Missouri's third filing to implement regulatory changes in furtherance of energy efficiency as allowed by MEA. The commission did have a hearing set for next week on the 11th and 12th to address any contested issues from Ameren Missouri's application to modify its demand-side program by extending its 2019 to 2021 MEA program through plan year 2022 with the addition of a pay-as-you-save program. Last month, Ameren Missouri staff, OPC, Renew Missouri, National Housing Trust, and the Consumer Council of Missouri filed an unopposed stipulation and agreement that would extend the company's MEA programs through the 2022 plan year. Also last month, the company, staff, and OPC filed an agreement in lieu of change requests that resolved issues from the 2019 program year EM&V report. Before setting an on-the-record presentation for the agreements, the commission instead submitted some questions seeking clarifications on the agreements from the parties. After reviewing Ameren and staff's joint responses, the commission did not feel that a presentation would be necessary. So having reviewed the unopposed agreements and the responses, I support this order, which approves both. Since the order does not go into effect until after next week's scheduled hearing, it does not cancel the hearing, but I believe that the judge will be issuing an order by delegation canceling that hearing. So I recommend that we approve this order as drafted version 2. Commissioner Kinney?
I am in support of the order.
Commissioner Roop?
I am in support of the order.
Commissioner Coleman?
I support the order.
And Commissioner Holzman?
I support the order.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 2, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is approved 5-0. Finally today, file number ER 2019-0374. This is in the matter of the Empire District Electric Company's request for authority to file tariffs, increasing rates for electric service provided to customers in its Missouri service area. Staff submitted a request for clarification on the Commission's amended report and order in Empire's rate case. Staff was seeking clarification on rate design and revenue allocation, especially as it relates to the Tax Cut and Jobs Act credits identified in ER 2018-0366, and how any rate reduction should be applied within each rate class to the energy charge. Empire and MECG filed responses to staff's clarification request. This order clarifies the Commission's amended report and order by stating that the Commission intended for the handling of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act credits from ER 2018-0366 and the allocation of revenue requirement within the classes to be described in option A of staff's clarification request. So I recommend that we approve this order as drafted version 3. Commissioner Kinney,
I support the order.
Commissioner Roop,
I support the order.
Commissioner Coleman,
I'm in support.
and Commissioner Holzman.
I support the order.
All right, all those in favor of approving the order as drafted version 3, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
That order is also approved 5-0. That concludes reports and orders today. Again, we do have closed litigation, but first we will look at scheduling. Thursday, August 6th, we have an evidentiary hearing in TC 2020-0333. That is Socket Telecom LLC v. CenturyLink. I understand the parties are working on a settlement, so the start of the hearing has been delayed from today to tomorrow, which is at 10 a.m. via WebEx in room 310. So that may settle. We may have it or not, but it's at 10 a.m. tomorrow as of right now. Tuesday, August 11th, we have a rulemaking hearing in EX 2020-0006. This is in the matter of the proposed amendment to 20 CSR 4240-20.060, filing requirements for electric utility cogeneration. That's at 10 a.m. in room 310. That is in person and also via WebEx with Judge Clark presiding. Wednesday, August 12th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Thursday, August 13th, we have a virtual local public hearing in WM 2020-0282. This is Confluence Rivers Utility Operating Company, Inc.'s application to acquire certain water and sewer assets and for a CCN. So a Q&A session will begin at 5:30 p.m. With testimony starting at 6 p.m. via WebEx. That's Judge Jacobs presiding. So commissioners wishing to attend that should not come on until 6. Wednesday, August 19th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Wednesday, August 26th, we have agenda at 10:30 a.m. that day. We've pushed it 15 minutes to accommodate scheduling. Wednesday, September 2nd, agenda at 10:15 a.m. and Wednesday, September 9th, agenda at 10:15 a.m. Any questions, comments, or requests regarding scheduling? Okay, hearing none, all we have left today is to go into closed litigation under 610, or I'm sorry, closed session to discuss litigation under RISMO 610.021 sub 1. Do I have a motion?
Kenny moves.
Moved by Commissioner Kinney. Is there a
Holzman, second.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Holzman. Is there any discussion